Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 37.1, and I figured today I'd just do something a little bit different for making a track. I usually am not sampling other tracks or anything, but I thought it'd be a fun opportunity in the holiday spirit to, first of all, get some holiday music and see what we can do, but also just kind of talk about some old technology. This here I am holding in my hand is a 8-track tape. It came after vinyl, but it was before what you probably understand as cassette tapes. If you haven't seen one of these, it's this big, it's a pretty good size tape, and basically it's just a big tape loop. If you're familiar with cassette tape loops, it's got the tape comes across the front here, and then there's just all kinds of weaving inside here to make the tape one long loop, and that gets you usually 8 tracks. And if you look here, it's got just looks like a regular cassette tape, but the way it works is different. Whoop. I don't know what the heck's going. Oh, I actually triggered the delay and some other stuff. Merry Christmas. Anyway, the way this works is there's like a little piece in here that will tell the device to switch to the next track, so you don't have the ability to fast forward or rewind on any 8-track player I've ever seen. But I've got one that's integrated into my AM/FM receiver, so I was just going to play this and see what we can kind of get for a few fun sounds. But yeah, we got Billy Vaughn here. We've also got another Christmas tape, 8-track. This one's Johnny Mathis. And this one actually is a little bit heavier. I'm not sure if it's because it has better mechanical components inside, or if the tape inside that spools through here is longer or what, but they're both from my grandparents, if I remember correctly. They had this was cutting edge technology at the time, and for whatever reason they decided to keep all their 8 tracks. I hardly remember them ever playing them, but my grandfather did have an 8-track player in his truck that he would throw some. He really liked country music, but I think my grandmother probably convinced him to get these Christmas tapes. Anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to plug one of these in, and we're going to get whatever we get, and we'll just sample it in. So, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let me get this thing started. I'm going to actually hit record first because it's going to start playing immediately. And even though I'm tuned into the radio, yeah, so you're going to hear the radio for a second. I'll just turn that down. But let's just hit record. Starts recording. There we go. Goes in a little hard because the whole mechanism has to kind of come in and clamp in on the tape. So if you kind of look on the side here, you're really trying to push into it so that it can engage. That triggers a switch that tells it to start playing. But here we go. I mean, it does sound like a cassette tape quality, but some of these things are super old that I've got, and you get all the tape crinkle and wow and flutter that you could dream of. And, you know, I'll just go over. As I said, I can't fast forward or rewind, but what I can do is just force it to switch tracks. Let's just do that. I just switched it from track 4 to track 1. It's playing whatever it's playing. We'll go to track 2. Again, just a button push, and all it's doing is, if the track head for 1 is up top, it's going to track head 2, then 3, then 4. It's not. This isn't super complicated technology, but I mean, it's amazing that they get some of this stuff together at the time. Let's just flip over to 3. Yeah, I mean, you can hear. I think my player needs to be adjusted, or maybe I didn't get the tape in quite right. If you're listening, you kind of hear in a few spots there it was mixing. You could hear 2 different tracks kind of playing at the same time. It is what it is. So, anyway, I know we're at the end of the 5 minutes for today. let's just hit record. We'll stop, turn that off. And anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Hope you were interested in some of the just explanation of how these old 8 tracks work. If you happen to check one out, they're kind of interesting to play around with. So I would say check it out, see what you get, maybe record something fun off of it, and have fun. Take care, guys. Peace. Keep making music and having fun. And happy holidays.